How's it going, everybody? Actor Chicago here. Welcome back to another Mario Kart Wii CTGP update for December 2022. First of all, Merry Christmas, everybody. I don't know exactly when this is coming out because I have no idea when the update's coming out. It's not out yet at time of recording. It is the 23rd of December at the moment. I'm recording this at 4 in the morning. And, yeah, I have no word about the update. Like when it's coming out, or what tracks are being removed, so here we are. This is going out whenever the update is coming out. I'll just put, like, the tracks that are being removed, like, in the description. And, yeah, I'm just here to test out all the new tracks. We have 4 new tracks, 2 major updates and 2 minor updates, and, yeah, I'm just going to judge them right now. So, without further ado, let's just get into it. Ooh, okay, so first track is 3DS Bowser's Castle. And as always, we're doing all the kind of major updates first, and then all the updated tracks first, and then we're doing all the new tracks later on. But yeah, this is 3DS Bowser's Castle, the first big update. You can tell it's a ZPL track, I feel like, because like ZPL has a style to it. Like, I can look at it and go, yeah, it's a ZPL track for sure. The spinny thing still works. That's always cool. They've removed so the lava pillars are still there. But they're nowhere near as annoying as the previous one was. Because previously, the lava pillars were in like these really, really irritating locations. Can you still do the shortcut? Oh, you can. I barely made it with 2 mushrooms. But I think there is a ramp there which you can take. So I guess it's for 150. With 200, I imagine you can make that pretty well. And then I think you can go around the side here as well. Because, yeah, in the previous version, or the current version, I guess, in this case, of 3DS Bowser's Castle, is basically in terms of like, I'm trying to think of the best way to put this. So on lap 1, you go the top route because you're in a cannon, and then on laps 2 and 3, you go the bottom route. It's just like it's determined by time, I believe. And yeah, it's that's completely changed. You can go wherever you want now. Top route, bottom route, whatever. You can go on the side, and that's really, really cool. But yeah, I think that the track itself, it looks better as well. Like it looks more 3DS-y. It looks more clean than the original. Well, I say the original. The current version CTGP does. It looks very, very cool, very crisp, very clean. Textures look fantastic, and yeah, it feels more like Mario Kart 7, I think. And okay, so I don't know if you can like jump trick off that. If I just go over here, okay, yeah, you can't trick off that. That might be something that could be useful, like, if you just, like, trick off those ramps. I think that would make it, like, a little bit better. Because, like, otherwise you just have to, like, I mean, you don't have to take those routes, but, like, I don't know, if you have the option, then I think, like, maybe having a very, very small trick there, if that's possible, can maybe, like, you know, it can make it a little bit easier to control instead of going, oh, okay. Because, like, falling off there feels like, you know, it doesn't really feel like your fault. It feels like, oh, there's something that should be there that just isn't there. If that makes any sense. If, like, 4 in the morning act doesn't make any sense here at all. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I think the track is really, really fun. Definitely a massive improvement over the previous version. And yeah, it's definitely going to make me more excited to play 3DS Bowser's Castle now. Because, like, when it comes on at the moment, I'm not, like, really looking forward to playing it. But I think that with this version in now, I'm going to, like, very much look forward to it. I'm super excited for it. So, yeah, good start overall. Alright, Lost Fortress. This looks, I don't know, it looks crisper than usual, I think. I don't know if the graphics have changed, but they look, I mean, to me, they look a little bit touched up. I like that. I'm trying, yeah, yeah, graphics have definitely, ooh, hello. Is this like an extra route over here? There's like a... I'm not sure what that is. I'll be honest. I have no idea what that is. Oh wait, I imagine you used the ramp to go over that. Gotcha, okay, that's cool. But yeah, visuals have definitely been touched up a lot on this track. Because, like, Lost Fortress doesn't look the best in its current form. Oh, I like the rock formations. That's new over there. That's cool. Yeah, this definitely, like, it feels cleaner. Yeah, this section has definitely changed as well. So there's no more, you know, there's no more kind of, like, random cracks in the floor. It feels more modern. I mean, it still feels like Lost Fortress, but it definitely feels a lot more modern and crisp. And if I'm not mistaken, I'll try and get up there. Oh, hello. Okay, so So that big shortcut up there has been removed as well. I imagine the item boxes are still down here. That's pretty cool. Yeah, okay, so definitely a lot of changes. I was just wondering at the start, like, have there been any major changes? Because I can't obviously, like, see it that much. Apart from the new visual update, which is never a bad thing. But yeah, I think that, hold on, I'm going to see if I can go over here. So if I... Oh, yeah, no chance that's working. What is the point of that over there? I'm really confused about what the actual point of that is. But yeah, I'd be curious to definitely, like, drive the track a bit more and find out more about it. But yeah, they've definitely changed a lot with this track. Like, you know, again, like, less cracks in the floor, which makes driving a little bit easier. Apart from these bits, you can still take this shortcut. Ooh, barely in my case. This is the biggest change. There used to be, like, loads of cracks in the floor around there, and they've been removed now, which is great. And I don't know, I think they've definitely nerfed some of these cuts. It feels more like a ruined fortress. I believe those bits up there are off-road. This used to be a complete wall, and it's not anymore, which means that shortcut's been nerfed quite a lot, from what I remember. I like how they've still got the target. That's a pretty cool addition they've kept. I don't think there's much more to talk about with this track, really. Like, it's, you know, it's still Lost Fortress at the end of the day. I don't mind Lost Fortress. I think Lost Fortress is actually a pretty cool kind of final bossy track. But, like, I don't know. I mean, they've definitely done a lot to change how this track works. And, you know, it's still Lost Fortress, it's still very long. I don't know if it really needs to be 3 laps. It is quite long, if I'm honest. But yeah, I think overall the track itself has definitely changed quite a lot. It's changed... Oh, I nearly made that, come on. But yeah, it's definitely changed a lot to the point where it's like, you know what, yeah, this is a major update. So I think when I saw Lost Fortress being changed, I was thinking, okay, this might not be... Oh no, this is an off-road. Okay, my bad. And there's a new ramp over there. Okay. I can still just stay up here. Wow, okay. You can get a pretty good view, actually, from up here. Like, look at that. Look at the view. That's really cool. And there's, like, an entire area over there that I feel like... I really want to explore that, but I imagine I can't. Oh, that's a wall. Okay. So you can travel up there to an extent. Gotcha. So you can't just, like, hang out along that wall. That's cool, though. And... Oh, I just missed the target. Boom. Okay, but yeah, like, overall, like, this is a very, very cool track, and one that I think definitely, you know, constitutes the major update tag to it. There's definitely enough here to make it, like, worthwhile. I think this is a pretty good update, overall. Okay, Halogen Highway. I feel like Mario looked a little bit different on this. Like, I don't know why. It feels like there's a little bit of a glow-up, maybe. I can't exactly tell. Main difference I immediately see is 2 laps now instead of 3 rather, which is nice. Like, it's a change that I've asked to be implemented quite a lot of times whenever I play this track. And you know what? I'm glad that's actually the case now. I don't know if the visuals have been touched up. I honestly can't tell. But yeah, this is a very nice change of pace, and no, there's only 2 laps in this now. I mean, the thing is, it's still Halogen Highway, and I don't really like this track much anyway. Like, I've said for quite some time that I think this track should just be removed. Although I think, again, I can't tell there's actually been a glow up in the visual, and I'd have to double check to really make sure. But I'm way too tired to do that at the moment. After all, it is like 4 in the morning, and I've got to edit this afterwards. But I mean, yeah, it's still Halogen Highway. I'm not like a huge fan of it. I want to see if they've at least changed anything to this jump here, which I don't know if they have. They haven't. I mean, you can still land up here pretty fine, but like, again, it doesn't. Since it's 2 laps, it probably doesn't feel anywhere near as long as it used to. But like, yeah, this turn still sucks. Like, it's just such a blind turn. I really don't like it. But yeah. I think there might be a couple of visual updates. Again, I honestly have to make sure to check, but it doesn't feel as, like, flat and as lifeless as I think it used to feel. But, like, yeah, it's still Halogen Highway at the end of the day. Not sure whether I really like it or not, because it's, you know, I've never enjoyed this track at all. I thought they still have New Super Mario Bros. U on the sign there. That's pretty cool. The Minecraft creepers there, always a nice touch. Now, I remember if you, like, turned on this ramp here, like, at all. Okay, no, they fixed that. Okay, good. That's a big plus. Because, like, usually what would happen is if you turned there, you would just fly off the map. But you had to wheel in a straight line in order to just survive going down there. And luckily, you know, they fixed that, which, thank God for that. And I'm getting to this point now. It definitely doesn't feel as long as it used to, which is a good thing. Like, I think now, I mean, usually this track lasts about 4.5 minutes, and it definitely doesn't, I mean, it doesn't feel like it's that long, you know, now, like, when I'm playing it. Again, probably because it's only, like, 2 laps now. I don't know if I put this as a positive or a negative, because they've definitely, like, done things to this track and changed it to make it feel more modern. But, at the same time, it is still Halogen Highway, I'm not a huge fan of it anyway. I have to think about it, but, like, you know, I appreciate the ramp change. That is a thing I can appreciate. Okay, Icepeak Mountain. I'm getting the sense that not much has changed here, particularly since I last saw it. I imagine that this is going to be one of those tracks which has been bug fixed. And I think my main question really is, and this is coming from somebody who loves tracks with penguins in them, why is this track still in CTGP? Like, I don't get it. Like, there's nothing. Oh, hang on. Let's test it here. Okay, this is still really slidey. Okay, so again, they have done some things. Oh, no, there are still holes here, but I don't think there are as many as there were. It doesn't feel like there are as many unfair, like, potholes as there used to be. But like, I mean, yeah, at least they, you know, again, they've tried with this update. Like, there's definitely things that have been changed. But again, my main message really. Oh, they've stretched the finish line there to say, okay, this is the finish. That's good. So there used to not be a finish line there. I mean, again, I'm just not a huge fan of this track. Like, I don't understand why it's still in CTGP. But I mean, again, I can at least appreciate that they have, you know, tried to do something with this update. It still feels really slidey. How is this playing now? Oh, it's still really awkward. Yeah, that house section is still really awkward. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. But yeah, I mean, they fixed the ice section, that's great. But it really feels like they've only fixed like half of it, because like that main part there, with the houses and the shortcuts up there, that's a huge problem. So if you're going to try and take that, and it looks like the main route as well, if I'm honest, why wouldn't you change that? That's my main question. But I mean, hey, it's obviously the creators, like, they can do whatever they want to do. But yeah, point is, I'm not a huge fan of it. At least there's an igloo here. That's pretty cool. Oh, you can't go to the igloo. That's even more minus points. No igloo, boo. But no, like, I mean, in all seriousness, like, I know they've at least tried to, like, actually change the track and, like, make it, like, you know, more fun. But yeah, for me, it's still Icepeak Mountain, and I'm just not a huge fan of it. I can appreciate the changes made, but yeah, this isn't one of my favourite tracks. And now, with that out of the way, let's go to the new tracks, shall we? Alright, Hell Pyramid by Spiked. This is a track that just came back. I think it got removed in I want to say 19 or 20. I feel like this track hasn't been gone for that long. I think it was removed in 2019, actually. But I remember reviewing this track when it got removed. And now, here it is again. I'm reviewing this track when it's come back in. It's almost like it is with Disco Fever, in a sense, which is pretty cool. And it'll be the same with Super Sky Koya whenever that comes in, because Star Slow was being removed at some point. But yeah, this is a track that definitely, it's had a visual update to it. And Spy Kids, I mean, he really impressed me with Obstagoon Palace, like, you know. Spy Kids, and like, you know, Spy Kids, I think this year has like really like done a lot with his season. Like, Candy Coaster was great. I can't remember the other track he did. It was in the same update as Candy Coaster. But like, you know, obviously his Palace was great. And now there's this. Hell Pyramid looks a hell of a lot better than it did before. This section, I think, is still a little bit, I don't know, I feel like this section maybe is a bit more finicky than it needs to be. A lot of target shopping opportunities just to, you know, be a dick, I suppose. But I mean, you know, it looks so much nicer than it did before. Which, you know, I think for a 2022 like track or a 2022 remake, to like get back in the CTGP. If a track gets taken out and it needs to be put back in, it needs to be something like this. It needs to look crisper. There needs to be quite a lot done to it to, you know, to make it worthwhile and worth being put in. And I think this track accomplishes that. I mean, like, it looks really pretty, like, super pretty. Do I think it's as good as Obscure's Palace? No. I don't think it's as good as Obscure's Palace at all. Obscure's Palace is really, really good. I mean, there's no Obstagoon chucking a phantom ball at you just around the blind corner. And at least I like the what's it called, the flame pillars that kind of are invisible. They don't just like shoot up out of nowhere and go like really high. Like they kind of like they're very subtle, which I like about that. But yeah, there's a lot to like about this, I think. This one's definitely surprising me. Because not gonna lie, when I first heard this was getting back into CTGP, I was a bit like, oh, I don't know. I really didn't like the old version of Hell Pyramid. But like, again, now that this is getting in, I think that I enjoy this one actually a lot more now that it's back in, and it looks like this. It plays really nicely as well. Like, it really plays nicely. I think, again, I'd enjoy races of this being played. I think it's a fun track, and yeah, I'd definitely be up for playing some more races. This is absolutely fantastic, and a great remake by Spy Kids. Can't wait to see what he does in 2023. If he can do stuff like this, can't wait to see what's next from him. Okay, so the last three tracks I know pretty well. This is Ice Cream Fortress by Citrus. I believe Citrus's last track that they ever made. And, I mean, again, like, what a way to go out on with a track like this. This is in my, this is in my, you know, my Formula Kart Wii track pack, the first of its kind, in fact. So I've played this one quite a lot. I might have played this one with Mario as well in CT Showcase. And we played this one in Hide and Seek for Wave 2, because we didn't have Sky High Sunday. And we looked at the track list and went, well, this one is like, it's close enough, so we're gonna use this. And yeah, it is absolutely fantastic. I love this track so much. I love the Crash Bandicoot arrows that are kind of going around. I think this track is absolutely fantastic, and all this track really does, it just makes me hungry. Like, you know, now I'm just in the mood for donuts and ice cream. Like, it's genuinely, I'm like starting to get hungry from like looking at this track. But yeah, there's so much to like about this. Like, it's just so much fun. And I mentioned this in my Mario Kart Deluxe ranking video for like all the 2022. Surprised I lived through that. 2022 Boost Course Pass tracks and worst to best. I mentioned when Sky High Sunday comes up, there should be more tracks. You know, based around sweets and ice cream and like treats and stuff like that. And I think this track really supports that argument because like there's so much going on. Like, look, like you just saw there, like the strawberries falling down the chocolate mountain. I think that's fantastic. There's so much detail going on there. I think like, you know, it's a fantastic track, and again, a great note for Citrus to go out on. And it's not that long either. It's a very pleasant drive. I would say, like, you know, this track is like it's fun as well. Like, I love the spoon shorter here. Wait, looks like the whee. It's just fun. Like, is it pointless? Yeah, kind of. Is it fun? Oh yeah, absolutely. Of course it's fun. Like, why wouldn't it be fun? It's brilliant. I mean, I don't know why it reminds me of the Sonic level. I think probably because I used like a Sonic music for it once. I guess it more reminds me of Crash because of the color schemes, like arrows pointing where you need to go. And since it's so different, like since the color palette's so different from the rest of the track, you can clearly see where you're going instead of it kind of being camouflaged in the background, which I like. So yeah, fantastic track, and yeah, I can't wait to play more races of this in CTGP. Really, really looking forward to it. Okay, this one I'm genuinely excited for. Amanastra Abyss, a Squire track, and a Brawl Box track. Yeah, this track is absolutely fantastic. So me and Mero played this on Custom Track Showcase like a while ago, I think. I don't know if it was for the Squire Showcase video. It might have been for that, I can't also remember. But yeah, this track is just, it's a joy to play. Like, just look at this, there's so much detail here. Like, you can definitely tell it is a Squire track. I love the uproots, I think that's what they're called. Like, look, they grow up, that's fantastic. There's so many shortcuts as well. Let me see if I can take this one here. Oh, no, I couldn't quite take it. But yeah, there's so many cool shortcuts you can take. And this might be one of the best mushroom tracks I think I've ever played. Like, I think for sure this overtakes... Oh, no. Like, for sure this overtakes, what's it called? Mushroom Valley is, I think, like, probably the best one out there. And even though, like, Mushroom Valley is just, I think, to me, a bit just meh. But this one, like, for sure takes the cake. Like, I love this track. Like, it's so much fun. There's so much, like, going on here. Like, animation-wise, and just, like, there's so much here. I absolutely adore it. And, yeah, it's just really cool to see, like, more, like, custom Super Mario Odyssey enemies in there, the up routes against the Mario Odyssey. Always really cool to see them. And, yeah, again, there's so many different routes. Like, up there, like, up this first mushroom, there's a wall ride shortcut, which leads you to a completely different area. And, like, how do you think of this stuff? Like, there's so much here to, like, to do and try that, like, you know, you have to go through, like, quite a few time trials to, like, you know, to just even get through everything. Like, again, how can you, like, get through all this and just not think, like, you know, man, this is, like, this is definitely one of the coolest and most ambitious tracks I've seen all year, like, in terms of CTGP getting in. And, I mean, yeah, there are definitely tracks that, like, I really wish would have got in. Like, I really wish that, like, Midnight Museum got in this year. Because, like, Midnight Museum is also fantastic, authored by Squire. But, like, you know, this track getting in makes me happy. Because, again, there's so many cool things about this track. And, again, while I'm not going to be able to explore all the routes in this one, you know, sitting, there's still so much here to enjoy. And, I mean, the visuals in this track speak for themselves as well. I've already mentioned the visuals quite a lot, but it looks stunning. Like, the animation on it, I've mentioned before, Squire tracks, like, really, like, their special thing are, like, I think the creativity is one of them for sure, but also the visuals and the animation that goes into them are, like, really, really cool. Like, you don't see a track with, like, a giant skeleton face kind of looking down at you with big glowing eyes in a big cave full with purple mushrooms, like, kind of something like out of an RPG. Like, it's so cool. I love stuff like this. Like, you wouldn't think of, like, the Goomba Town. Like, I don't know why that Goomba's wearing a cowboy hat, but, like, it's again, the fact that, like these guys can think of this stuff is so cool. I mean, I know they've replaced the pokers, but, like, man, it's so cool. I just absolutely love the creativity on display. Like, this is one of my favorite bit visual-wise. Like, look at the purple, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, just the purple aura, like the blue aura, like, flowing through the cave there. It's just so much fun. Like, again, and a very ambitious track. Oh god, that's been completely pulled off, and it's such a success. And I'm really happy this one got in. A very, very brilliant effort by Brawlbox and Squire. And again, really can't wait to race some more track races on this. This is going to be absolutely fantastic to play. Alright, the final track to be added in December 2022 is Bowser Jr.'s Fort by Mr. Fluffy, the same man who created one of my favourite tracks of the year, Lumpy's Lively Layer. And yeah, this track is an absolute joy. I've played this one on Comeback Showcase as well. And yeah, good lord, this track is just so, it's so cool. Like, there's so much here to just love. Like, look, there's a little shortcut, whoa, around there. I knew that would happen, hence why I tried using emotion to save myself. Like, some of these shortcuts are pretty challenging, but, like, again, there's so much here. It's almost like Amanata Abyss in a way, with all, like, the different animation and just so much to explore. But yeah, the backstory of this one is, this used to be a really old custom track, and it's been remade by Mr. Fluffy. And what I really like is, like, back there, I don't know if you noticed that, they boarded up the front of the ship, because that's where you used to exit the original track. Or so I hear from Mera, who's, you know, the connoisseur of all things, like, old custom tracks. But yeah, like, the Mario Galaxy inspired stuff is just so cool. And I think Bowser Jr. levels, like, there should be more of them, because Bowser Jr. has so many cool, like, stages. Like the, like, oh, that's like, I don't know what that is, like, honey, I guess? But, like, Bowser Jr. has so many, like, cool set pieces, like, his, like, playground in, you know, in Mario Super Sluggers. Or, like, Bowser Jr.'s Boulevard in, Mario, Sports Mix. Like, there's so many really, like, cool things you can do with it. Like, seeing stuff like this makes it all the cooler. Like, yeah, man, there's so much here just to, like, love and enjoy. And I'm pretty sure, like, you can explore, like, along this track as well. Like, I'm not sure if, you can get, like, I'm not sure exactly where the exploration spots are. but I know there are quite a few. And I'm pretty sure I've seen Mario, like, I don't know if she's done it in a video, but I know she, like she's showing me some secret stuff in a voice call, which is pretty sweet. But yeah, I mean, look at how fast that planet's going. I imagine like people on that planet are gonna get a bit dizzy if they go through that planet all the time. But yeah, like, I love the Mario Galaxy things. I mean, Mario Galaxy is one of my favorite games of all time. It is such a fantastic game, and yeah, again, so much Bowser Jr. imagery. Like the graffiti on the walls is always a really like cool touch. That is a Bowser Jr. trademark. The Banzai build going across there as well. That's really sick too. Oh, go on. Okay, that's also honey. Got ya. I like how you always have to use the zipper ramps to go over. Like, you know, because zipper ramps in some tracks just kind of used, like, they're not really used that much. Or at least they're not as used as effect, like, you know, they're not used to as much effect as they could. Whereas in this track, you have to take them and it, like, really utilizes the gimmick. Like, hey, you have to use this in order to go over. I mean, like, the only tracks I can really think of that do that. Actually, I can't really think of many that do that, actually. Like, Boji Skate Park maybe actually does it. But, like, other than that, I can't think of many off the top of my head that really force you to take the zipper rounds. But, yeah, a fantastic ending to the year. Like, this is an absolutely fantastic track. Again, very happy this got in. And, yeah, can't wait to race more races on it. Like, this is going to be... It's such a fun track, and I'm really glad it's being showcased off. Alright, and that's December 2022 in the book, and overall 2022 in the book for CTGP updates. For this specific one though, this is going to be really hard, because I don't know what the removed tracks are yet. I do occasionally take them into account, so I don't know what the new tracks are replacing. But I think for this one, I'm going to give it 4 threads out of 5. And really, like, the new track's going to carry this one. Like, you know, Aminata Abyss is fantastic. I love the vision that especially. Bowser Studios 4, I mean, just look at it. It's so much fun, and it'll for sure give great races. Hell Pyramid really surprised me as well with the vision and that one, how well it played rather. Ice Cream Fortress, like, I know a lot about Ice Cream Fortress already. That was already a given. It's gonna be good. You know, 3DS Bowser's Castle was really good. That was a well-needed update. Lost Fortress, I think, was pretty good as well overall. I mean, Lost Fortress is still Lost Fortress to me, but like, they definitely did a lot to change it. In terms of the negatives, I mean, I think, I don't know where to put Halogen Highway, because Halogen Highway, yes, it's down to 2 laps. I think they did a couple of visual updates for it, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's still Halogen Highway, and I still don't find it that interesting of a track to drive. And Icepeak Mountain is really the only, like, big negative here, because Icepeak Mountain, I mean, I appreciate they changed the freezies, like, you know, they removed a lot of potholes, but there are still a lot of problems with it, I think. And I don't think it should be in CTGP still. But, again, like, that's for the council to decide, not me. I'm just here to give my opinion as a, you know, a critic, I suppose. But yeah, I think really Icepeak Mountain is the only, like, major down here. The rest of the update is absolutely fantastic. And a really, really good way of bringing 2022, which has been a really fantastic year for CTGP and custom tracks in general, to a close. But obviously, let me know what you think. Let me know what you would have given it. Whether you'd have given it 5 threads out of 5, 0 threads out of 5, what have you. What was your favourite track in this new update? Obviously, let me know that as well. And yeah, I will see you all in. Well, I'll see you all very soon. Have a very Merry Christmas. Again, I don't know when it's getting uploaded, but like, have a very Merry Christmas and have a fantastic New Year. And I will see you all very, very soon. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And here's the custom tracks in 2023. Peace.